TVC News, Lagos.
Well, let's get more perspectives on the Armed Forces Remembrance Day. I'm being joined at this time by Biodun Durowaye, who is Secretary, Ministry of Defense, Ministerial Committee on Armed Forces Veterans Welfare. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at 7. Talk to us about strategies being adopted, really, to support veterans and families of fallen heroes.
Thank you once again for having me here. First and foremost, I'd like to thank your studio for inviting me here. I also want to thank the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. I also want to thank our members who have been very supportive. Let me also thank the Honorable Minister of Defense, the Honorable Minister of State for Defense, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Defense, the Chief of Defense Staff, the Service Chiefs, the Chairman, Military Pensions Board. A lot has been done. As you are all aware, the administration of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is barely a year now, and this happens to be the first Armed Forces Remembrance Day that he's going to superintend over. And quite honestly, so far so good. We've been able to, have some dialogue with those in authority as to how to ensure that all those that sacrifice their lives, talking about my colleagues and the widows as well as orphans, are being taken care of. Recently, the Honorable Minister of Defense constituted a committee that would look into the welfare and well-being of veterans. I happen to be the secretary of that committee, and we have written and we have submitted our report, and hopefully by the special grace of God, the minister has assured us that they will look into it in order to ensure that we live a comfortable life.
And we look forward to, action being taken on that report. Because as it stands, if you pay a visit to the barracks, where some of these armed forces reside, you may be close to tears, really. The state of the buildings,
absolutely,
power supply, water supply, I mean, basic infrastructure seem not to be in place. Is this part of the things you're looking to address?
Absolutely so. Our committee actually made recommendations, and part of the recommendation is also to ensure that those who are serving are given proper care, because that will also motivate them to do more. And having said that, in our report, there are recommendations of better welfare for them in terms of salary, accommodation, and what have you. And also, we thought, without addressing their own issue, it may be difficult for us to also, benefit, because whatever is meted out on them will reflect on us as well.
Absolutely. And there are allegations. In one of the reports by our correspondents, one of the widows there made an allegation that the veterans' welfare packages are actually being hijacked. How true or correct is this?
Well, like I said, that's the reason why the Honorable Minister constituted a committee, a 5-man committee, and we have made recommendations to ensure that all those gray areas are taken good care of. And like I said earlier, we are hoping, since we have submitted our report, we are hoping that the minister will speed up action and get approval from Mr. President.
And when are you looking at? I mean, how soon do you expect action to be taken on this report by your committee?
Well, our committee, like I said, we have submitted our report, and then it is now left for the minister, but he has assured us that as soon as possible, we are looking at the first quarter of this year, all of this report would be, adequately addressed. Of course, that receiving our committee's report, he will also look at it and then, make his own recommendation and forward to Mr. President, and then Mr. President would give approval to it. And we are looking at between now and March, hopefully.
Well, we join you to look forward to that so that there would be, better life really for these men and women who go all out to defend and support us. Secretary, Ministry of Defense, Ministerial Committee on Armed Forces Veterans Welfare, Buhari Ndrowai, thank you for talking to us on TVC News at 7.
Thank you very much.
Still to come on the news at 7. Supreme Court